All right, guys, here we go to cervicals. That's the next thing. After sometimes I'll use seated cervicals. I would say 90% of my cervicals are done with them supine, just like you see Tanya here. After I get done with the thoracics, I clean up all that. I know nothing's caught behind her shoulder blades. Rib heads are clear. We're going to get in here. You probably get the ring light in there. It doesn't matter. I'm going to use my fingertips. I like a digital contact. If you're going to fill a piece of paper, if you're going to fill just the texture of anything, you're going to use your fingertips. That's where you got the most just tactile feedback to your brain to know what's going on with somebody. And so I'll leave this flex just a little bit, maybe not quite that much. So use your table, guys. It's not supposed to be flat. I'm coming in, I'm looking for the path of least resistance. What does that mean? I'm looking for it's where it's easiest. And so on her, and maybe that's just my intuition, my innate picking up, I would say the path of least resistance right now is on her left. And so I'm using the pads of my fingers to find my contact, to find my subluxation. She does have one right here. And I'm going to just set it just like that. And the same, and I don't want to pick up my hand, lose that contact. I want to keep it close. And then I'm just going to lightly, I'm distracting her with this hand on the other side. My hands are just like this. I'm not bringing her earlobe like that. I'm just got a cup. I'm coming in just like that. I'm using my fingertips and distracting with this. If her SCM is sticking out, I can use my thumb to relax it. She's not. I feel the timing and it's just like. Now, if you'll notice what I just did there, just to kind of distract her even more for you guys on the camera, is I went and gave her a little bit of a fake one and right behind it. That's just a diversion technique. She can't buck the adjustment that quickly. I'm faster than she is. So I'll come around here. I'm doing the same thing. I feel she does have some restriction right here. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to give her a fake one and then just behind it. That's smooth. I do like occipital lift. I like to get in there and just kind of see. I don't do a Y strap, but I make sure that she's not compressed in any way. Guys, that is the smoothest, slickest adjustment that you'll ever put on someone's cervicals. This harsh breaking, you don't have to rattle their cage where they just get all numb and tingling and shocks go down their arms. It needs to be smooth. It needs to be precise. You need to feel. They know that you know when you do this. When you're using your fingertips and you're not going, doing all this, you're just in tune. It's to the point. There's brevity. You never break that point of contact with it. Boom. And make your adjustment, and that's it. So we've gotten cervical, thoracic. Now I know there's so much that goes on to this, but timing is important. Distracting them if you need to. I call it a two-stage adjustment. Basically, you give them a little bit of a hiccup, like boom, boom. And then using your other arm, your non-chiropractic, I guess, adjusting hand, your thrusting hand, to relax them. So I'll be like, hey, relax that right there. She's amazing at this, but some aren't. So I'll just kind of use my bottom hand there to distract them a little bit. I'm also working her SCM over here, and when she lets me have that is when I go in and make my adjustment. Yes, is there rotation there? Hell yeah. That's what necks do. They rotate. You're enhancing that. You're trying to bring about spinal function. What's the main function? Well, the cervicals have a lot of function. They flex, they extend in, they laterally flex, and they rotate. Got a lot of rotation there. That's how the neck turns. That's what it does. You're in there to enhance that and remove that subluxation, find it, address it, find the path of least resistance. Always try to figure out the way that innate, that body wants you to go in. If you can do that, it's going to make your adjustment a lot easier. That way, when you get to the side that's harder, it's easier because you've already adjusted the other side. Just a tip that I've learned throughout the years. All right, on to the next one. Bye.